Hello friends, welcome to my show today. I wish I could sing an opening number, gosh that would be fun. Hello, this is the recap for Miss Universe Thailand 2020. Welcome to this episode. If you love episodes like this one, then please subscribe and hit the notifications bell. If you don't do that, then you won't know when new episodes come out. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. Let's get into it. I'm super excited to talk about this because I have been waiting for the results for so long, like I'm sure many of you have. So let's talk about the opening number. I loved Queen's styling right when she walked out. I was like, yes. If you watch my other episodes, you know that I've really been loving her throughout the competition. I love that they bring out the contestants one at a time, not four at a time. They worked really hard. Give them their moment on stage. As a contestant or former contestant, I greatly appreciate that. I'm also trying to figure out how do I make that opening number outfit for myself because I think they looked so cute. I would totally wear that dress. I'll say that I was totally getting Queen vibes from contestant number 50. Like I could see how much she wanted it during finals night. And I was like, why wait till finals to release that fierceness? Like ladies, you cannot wait. You can't wait, especially with competitions that are this big. Don't hold back. I love her. Look at her, she's fabulous. Can we please send her to another pageant? Can we send her to Grand or Supranational? Can we do that? Oh wait, no, there is a Miss Grand All. There's already a Grand. Okay, never mind. Another one of my favorite contestants. Oh my goodness. Can we send her to maybe like Miss International? I mean, we would probably have to tone down her fierceness a little bit, but with the right styling, I think she would be stunning on stage. Love her. So when Amanda came out for the opening, you could see she had the eye of the tiger, much like I would say Madison Anderson had at Miss Universe 2019. When I saw Madison come out for semifinals, I just knew right away how badly she wanted it. You could see that she had been working so hard, and when I saw it, I was like, immediately, top 5. Well, really, I mean, top 3, right? I was like, it's happening. It's happening for her. Fabulous. Those are the vibes I was getting from Amanda. Also, thank you for announcing the top 20 so quickly. Like, no one cares. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone really cares so much about the queens interacting with the host for 1 minute each. Like, it's pretty boring, especially it's an area of competition that's not really scored. So yeah, announce them real quick. Get onto the competition. We want to see them actually compete, not fill time. Also, it's interesting how they give out special awards so early in a show. I always feel like special awards should be at the end when judges cannot be influenced after they turn in their final scores, just so it doesn't sway them one way or another. What do you think? Do you think they should allow special awards in the middle of a show? Should it matter? Next, after the top 20 was announced, we got to see speeches, and Queen went first. She spoke in English. That's the first time I've heard her speak in English. That was pretty neat. And I was like, yeah, I can finally understand stuff. Woohoo! So I thought that she did pretty well, and she spoke about mental health and mental illness, and I thought it was really, really relevant, especially because it was World Mental Health Day. So awesome. I think she did a great job. Also, I really love the excitement of the male host. He was so funny, especially when he announced number 6.
All right, all 6, bam!
And I just loved how hyped he was for all the contestants. It just made me so happy. I don't think I've ever seen that type of excitement at Miss USA or Miss America for the contestants. Emmy talked a lot about her generation, a younger generation, and I think that's been her primary focus. She wanted to feature the fact that she's younger and say that it's a good thing and it's important to pick her for that reason. So if and when, I would say, she comes back, I wonder what her new message will be. Number 43 spoke with so much passion. I felt like she really commanded the audience. Obviously, Amanda killed it for the speech, and I don't really think there was a question of her moving on to the next cut, but she still did really well just to solidify that she does deserve to move on. As for everyone else, they spoke in Thai, so I'm sorry. I'm not really sure. I wish I spoke Thai. All right, I think the swim presentation was super cool. It was like a storm, and there was fog, and it felt rainy, and I just thought it was really awesome. I thought it was cool. I liked it. Did you guys like it? Okay. When Miriam came out to sing, friends, at first I was like, is that her? And then I had to go on Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, it is. And if you're unfamiliar, she was first runner up last year. And I was like, okay, they bring out the top 5 from last year for all these events and they invite them back. And then they're bringing out former contestants to sing on stage. That is the coolest thing. And here's the thing, if you want an organization that's all about empowering women and changing their lives and giving them opportunities, then give them opportunities if you have them. Like, yes, please, thank you, MUO, call me up. I know that you're running on a budget. I know that you need to cut some corners and save some money for your new production. So you know what, skip out on those Grammy Award nominated artists. Just call me up. Have your people call my people. I would gladly sing for Miss USA or for Miss Universe. Oh my gosh, that's a new dream. That is a new dream. Swim, oh my gosh. So Queen is always strong for me. There was no surprises there. It's really what I expected from her. For number 8, I felt that we saw more power from her walk, which I loved. But then I had a lot of the same notes that I had for the initial swimsuit presentation before prelims. And I just thought that we could see the poses executed better as well as those transitions. Is there anything she can't do? Oh my gosh, she shows everyone how to work that cape without tripping over it. I feel like her modeling experience is really shining here in this moment because she was not awkward with this at all and she just seemed really, really comfortable and confident. Love, love, love her. Definitely a top swim performance. I really loved her. I felt like she was really feeling herself, and I know that the audience really helps with that. And then when she blew a kiss at the end, it reminded me of all the old Victoria's Secret fashion shows that we used to see. So it was kind of a fun, interesting vibe that she brought to the stage. I wasn't blown away by this performance, and I really hope she would have held that pose at the end of the stage a little bit more, just because I was thinking that is your moment. Take it. This seemed the most present and carefree and confident of all of the times I have ever seen her walk for swimsuit, so I was really excited about that. Honestly, I've loved her and I was expecting some big things, but I actually preferred her prelims performance for swim. I wasn't wowed by her swim performance, but I do remember that people cheered really loudly for her during speech, so I feel like the combination of those two things would really influence the judges. There wasn't anything crazy in this performance. I really wasn't wowed by it, but at the same time, I didn't see anything that made me go, oh no. Our queen, Amanda, she was still strong, very confident as ever, always a really great walk, but I preferred her posing for prelims, and then seeing her walk and then having the camera follow her to get back in line made me realize, wait, where were our facial close-ups for swimsuit? So that's one thing I wish we would have seen during the show. Give us some really good facial expressions. Something else I'm wondering is, do they have different panels for prelims and finals, or is it all the same set of judges? Please comment if you know. Also, if you are watching on a mobile device, please screenshot this episode, post it to an Instagram story, then tag and hashtag me at Dani Walker. Tell me what you thought of this show. If you loved any of the contestants, tag them as well to tell them that they did an awesome job, because they did. And while you're on Instagram, do me a favor, follow me as well, and you can find me at Dani Walker. Queen looked lovely for gown, as always. I liked that she did a different hairstyle, but I was sort of wishing we would have seen her in a new gown, just because that's an option. You know, for me, more gowns the better. I actually wish that she would have swapped her gowns. I wish the red would have been for prelims, and then that sort of nude pink one would have been for finals. I just preferred that style on her. But she did have great eye contact with the camera. Whoa. Look at her pulling out all those turns on stage in a gown, no less. And she's even given us some new poses at the end of the runway. She was prepared. She was prepared, my friends, and honestly, she has my heart, because she has been runner-up so many times in Thai pageants, and my heart goes out to her. I love her. I preferred her prelims gown to this one. I thought that this gown color blended in with her skin, but the dress I actually loved her in was the one that she wore for her national costume. Seriously, get rid of all the extra accessories. Wear that gown for finals, because I loved that one. That red popped on her. Number 33 wowed me with her gown change. I was like, okay, I see it now. I see why you're in the top 10. Wonderful choice. Wonderful. Initially, I did not like this gown change very much. I actually preferred her prelims gown, but I really do love the back of it. Number 79, just killing it with that waist contouring details. Oh, love her. But I did prefer her prelims gown. It just was one of my favorites. I liked how it moved. Number 91, Durham gown with the feathers on the bottom. I was like, okay, I get it now. I get it. I see the top 5. It makes sense because I saw the results of the top 5 on Instagram before I got a chance to watch the finals. So I was seeing everything rolling out in live time. So when I went back, I was like, okay, now I want to understand why everybody placed where. So I felt like once I saw her in this gown, I was like, yes. Number 96, my note was just, I felt that the gown this time was just too distracting. Lots of prints and things going on, and I was like, couldn't focus on her. As I said, I saw the gowns online before watching this, and when I saw people post the top 3 in their finals gowns, immediately I was like, oh my gosh, Amanda's is my favorite gown. It was such a great change, and finally I felt like they put her in something that was more unique to her. I like that we carried the slit concept because that slit did look really beautiful on her from prelims. We carried that into finals, but the gown itself was really unique. The way that it was beaded, and then also that beading contoured her waist, I loved that gown on her. It just, to me, it's like going to be a memorable piece. It wasn't just like any other pageant gown. I tried finding someone who could translate the top 5 questions for me, but I couldn't, so I can't really say anything about the top 5 on stage question and answer or really give you my opinions on that, unfortunately. But they all looked beautiful, and then it just made me think about how strong that they all were this year, and it gave me an idea. Can we just make pageants like a relay sport, so we can choose several reps to go to internationals, and then the strongest in swim gets to represent Thailand in swim, then the best speaker gets to do the onstage question, and then whatever country wins, we could have multiple queens for the year, and those queens can travel everywhere and do so much more than just one Miss Universe could. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Yes. Thumbs up on this video if you agree. The one contestant that answered in English, which I didn't know was an option for them, which I thought was kind of cool, was Amanda. And people have talked a lot about the organization choosing title holders who do speak English very well. Look at last year's queen, because they want a contestant to be successful at Miss Universe. I don't really know how much weight there is in that statement or how that's been historically. But I mean, I could understand wanting a contestant to speak English, but personally, I really don't think that we have to have an English-speaking Miss Universe. I really don't. We can have translators, it's okay. Anyways, her question was essentially if historians 100 years from now could select the most influential woman for the 21st century, who would she be and why? And she basically went with you. You are the most powerful woman. We are all the most powerful women, which obviously really fit the theme of the pageant, the real you, and the questions they had been asking about female empowerment. So I think it was a really, really clever answer. It was smart. The top 3 got asked a question that sounded something like this. The Temple of Dawn is often used to symbolize Thainess to foreigners. What would you bring to Miss Universe that would represent your Thainess as an icon of Thailand? Share your vision. These translations that I found for this were off of Instagram, so if they're not correct, I apologize. I can't translate them myself, but our first answer went something like this. She said, humility from being raised to respect others. Thai smiles. This is a really rough translation. Everyone knows about Thailand and the love for the nation, the religions, and the monarchy. And the vibes I took away from that are probably very like I love Thailand views. I think the equivalent would be I'm so proud to be an American and I'm super patriotic and I love our president type of thing. So that's kind of what I felt that she was communicating to the audience. But if I'm wrong, please correct me, let me know. more of what it sounded like in Thai. Our next contestant said she would choose to bring Thai baht coins as a souvenir for everyone, which demonstrates clearly the culture of Thailand, to show that everyone that she is Thai, with Thai blood on the Miss Universe stage. I didn't personally connect very much to that answer. I didn't feel like it shared something important about her or a real reason why we should send her. I feel like if she would have connected a little bit more to herself and to share more about her and why like she actually should be sent to Miss Universe, or her qualities, and kind of like tie that into being Thai, it would have made a little bit more sense for me. But like I said, could be because I'm getting lost in translation. And then our winner, she said, if I were to represent Thailand, honestly, I would show myself. I'm often criticized for being half Thai and half Canadian, but what I want to say here today is that I am Thai. I am born to a Thai mother, and I couldn't have been more Thai. So I want to show you all of me, all of my Thainess, because I am Thai. So basically she kept saying, I am Thai, I am Thai, I am Thai. Stop saying that I'm not Thai because I'm half Canadian, and I would show everyone how Thai I am at Miss Universe. And I really wasn't that impressed by any of these answers for onstage questions. So I think then at that point it comes down to what the judges saw throughout the entire competition. Like, who do they think is best suited, taking all things into consideration. I didn't think that Amanda's delivery of this answer was that great either. I felt like some of the words seemed to stumble a little bit, and you cannot have that at Miss Universe, especially when things are down to a top 3. I think that that could really hurt her. Now, I do think that she has enough time to really work on her onstage answers. I think that Amanda has every quality, everything it would take for Thailand to win the Miss Universe title. Honestly, I can see her winning Miss Universe this year. And what they need to focus on the most is going to be that on-stage question. She has to be the strongest there, because with her facial expressions, with her walk, if they style her really, really well, which I believe that they will, all of those things considered, she can win Miss Universe. She's amazing, okay? But they can't let her stumble in that onstage question. And in recent years, that's what we've seen from a Miss Thailand, is that she can answer pretty well and in English, but if it's not the strongest answer, the most passionate, if she can't get through it confidently without stumbling, that's where they're losing their shot at that crown. So man, if they can just work on that for her, y'all, she might be the next Miss Universe. That's all I'm saying. What do you think? Comment below. Let me know. Alright, so those are my thoughts about the show. If you guys love Thailand pageants, I got lots of other episodes about that. But if you want to see something else on my channel, then feel free to DM me on Instagram about that. Love hearing your guys' suggestions. They inspire so many of my episodes. Or just leave it in the comments below. I'm always looking for that inspiration. Thank you for clicking on this episode, for joining me today. I hope that you really enjoyed it and that you'll come back for lots more.